Wow. Today's video should probably be titled, What the Fuck Were You Thinking? And you'll get to see why that in a moment. So, overnight we had this little downtrend. We have this 8:30 CPI news go off, so there's the break to a new low, and it just goes down. I was looking at this. I was just starting to draw these ranges. I wasn't quite focused, and that's sort of the trend for the rest of the day. The not quite focused. I would have liked to have taken this as a top of range breakout pullback short, at least to the bottom. So grab 8 ticks, 2 points in there, maybe 3 if you had 4 if you got the runner going on. That would have been a good one pre-market to take. We had such a strong push down, never touched the EMA, goes sideways a little bit. That should have been the one. And then it just goes down from there. And if you had the runner, you could have held, but whatever. Follow the tops, follow the bars. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't, yeah. Today's day was not focused at all. Get to a new low, short-term trend up. I was really still looking to go short because this would be the break of that. But right at the open, I couldn't take it. We still didn't get the new low, so I was expecting it to go back lower to retest this level here. I ignored sort of this double bottom because I was so focused on going short. I also didn't have this shortened uptrend at the time, which is why this low first entry, second entry short failure. So, yeah, and I was thinking the other way. So, there's the new low first entry. And now that I'm counting it, yeah, I miscounted for the failed second entry long. So it's not a failed second entry long. It's just a crappy failed second entry short. Strong bull bar, broke through the EMA. That could technically be sort of a breakout pullback, but that's a strong bar. It closed just below the EMA. This sort of ticked in, and it just, it was done. So the price action was weird. So this is such a strong push down. What was it? 60-ish points from the top. So approximately 50.30 to approximately 49.70. So give or take 60 point. Anyway, so then started drawing this range here. I put it at the top here. It was in this a little bit earlier, but it was holding resistance there. It wasn't going up, so I was looking for a short once we got below the EMA. So here we've got the new high, first entry long, pullback all the way below the EMA, ticked up for the second entry. I took it as engulfing, and then just got out for a little scalp. Now, I'm still expecting the new low at this point, right? I'm still expecting it to come all the way down here. This was a little far from the EMA. Maybe a point. Maybe it's not too bad. But the entry is down here. So the entry is far from the EMA. The bar is a little bit far from the EMA. I had to take it as an outside bar engulfing, which I normally don't take outside bar engulfing. So there's, rule break number 1. And then eventually work lower. But then this, huge shut up. So that's where I had the original range. And then this continued to work down. I was still, we got the new low here, but EMA is kind of holding. This channel is down, still looking for a short. After this sort of not great rules trade, I didn't take this short. It was enticing. If this had been a bear bar, that would have been nice. But it wasn't. So what are you going to do? Except wait. But did I wait? No. So then the EMA keeps holding. We had a new low, first entry short, or new low pullback, first entry short pullback, second entry short right here. This is a near the low of day. There is room to the room to that channel because that's after. So ignore that comment. So there is room to the very low. It's only 4 ticks. I probably shouldn't have entered this because it was so close to the bottom. The entry was far away from the EMA. A couple of bars later, it turned back up, would have stopped out. So I took it for 4 ticks. Get out. I got lucky with that. I should never have entered that trade. Remember those words. Then we've got the short-term trend working up. So that's when I extended this off these 2 double bottoms there of those 2 bars for the bottom of the range. It took off. Break, new high with no real entry to get up into there. Started drawing this range low. I think that was based off of something else. But this would have been sort of a decent trade. The EMA is holding. There's a first attempt to go short. There's the low, first attempt to go short. Second attempt to go short. Strong bull bar for that. That would have been a nice one. I wasn't focused. I should have grabbed that. That would have been a nice scalp, at least get a runner up to the top of the range. Then we're at the top of the range. And now at this point, I didn't have this large uptrend drawn. I'm still thinking, oh, there's the top. There's another attempt to the topless. A short would have been nice. When it did push down, the EMA was holding. I did take this one short. I got out over here. It was at the top of the range. I'm still expecting it to go all the way back down to the bottom at this point because I didn't have this uptrend in play, but this was a strong leg up. Probably shouldn't have shorted there. Probably should have let it develop. There's some congestion going on. Probably shouldn't have entered that trade. And then, so push up, breakout there. Short little downtrend. This is where I drew that line to sort of mark that across. So we have a strong little uptrend. And here I'm thinking breakout, pullback, get the second entry short again off the top. I just completely ignored this uptrend. I didn't have it drawn when I took the trade. I should have after these first few bars, especially after it broke through the EMA. It's been trying to knock on the door and it eventually broke through. So there was a failure. Should have taken that trade. There's the trend. At this point, because I had taken that bad trade, I wasn't really focused. I didn't know if this was going to be a range, if it was going to be an uptrend. I had drawn this uptrend at this point in and around after this trade failed. Or maybe it was back there when we got that leg. Yeah, it was after that trade failed. So this was going to be a decent. Now it's a doji-ish. If my brain wasn't stuck, still going short and range, this would have been a good one. At this point, I entered this trade counter trend. I'm still thinking short. This trade here, I should have brain reset it. I should never have entered this one. It's essentially a top pick. I guess you could argue maybe it's a double top with a strong bull bar and it eventually goes, but it's counter trend. We've got this trend established. If it does hold on its 4th attempt, it's going to go back up this. Yeah. What the fuck was I thinking? So then I did switch because now we've got the new high. We're all coming around a key entry point, so it'll be make or break. I did take the second entry long here, so there's the new high. Now you could argue in here if you're going to reset the count. So I reset the count as the high. So first entry long, second entry long. This also could be the high there, first entry, second entry. This would have been the better. That's the much better signal bar than this. I guess you could call this a lower high confirmation of this second entry long, or if you reset the count, it would be a second entry long. So there was a lot of reasons why this was going long here, took it. And, there wasn't a ton of room to the top, but if this uptrend was going to hold, it should have gone for a little bit longer, but I was just in the short scalp, not managing runners today. After this, what have I had? 1, 2, 3, 7 freaking trades already, and it's 11:35, and the last couple of days I've taken 2, so something wasn't quite working, so I should have taken a break. Get the new high, go sideways a little bit, and then we start to do that break. Now, generally here, we're looking for a break to a new high, but there's lots of space in the upper part of this channel, so I don't think it's valid, right? The midline is holding, so it could be okay, but it's getting farther and farther from the midline, and then it just rolls over. I don't think anything comes back just yet. We get a decent downtrend. We start to come back to the EMA, which is nice. So there's the new low break. There's a first entry. EMA is holding. There's the second entry. I took it as engulfing because of the strong rejection. I probably should have a negative as engulfing. Outside engulfing I generally don't take, but you could have taken it as a double bar entry and taken that and got out for a quick little scalp. Still expecting room. You got room to the bottom of this range from up there, and you're also expecting a new low. Okay trade versus some of this other crap back here. Short term up, nowhere to enter, a little down, sort of breaks through. Oh, it does break down. Oh yeah, I forgot to say back here, I tried to reset my brain. It didn't work. It did not work. Because clearly when I took these 2 trades, I don't know what I was thinking. So that's when I got up and walked away, and that's when I actually got my head back in the game. What else we got going on? Yeah, that was the end of the day. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's 1:40 now. So that was my day. So we're looking at 8 trades. I would say at least half, if not more, should never have been taken. Wasn't on my game today. Yes, we ended up green, but should we have? Yeah, I don't think we did. Anyway, there's the review for today. Thanks. And this is the world's okayest trader. Well, based on today's performance, it's probably, not the world's okayest, but, slightly less than okayest today because of those dumb trades. Ciao.